Easy, easy. Arsenal 4, Leeds 0. They said it'd be a tough place to go. It wasn't a tough place to go. Not for us. Made it light work. It was easy. Um, where to start? I mean, all up and down. Everyone knew what we needed today on that pitch. And I think we went and got a really good performance all around, really. Before kickoff was, we had a bit of a blow with Saka pulling up in the warm-up. Don't know what it is at the minute. I heard it's lower back, thigh, could be anything. And straight away my head was down. I was thinking, our talisman. Hasn't been lately, but our talisman. And he's out. This is going to be a tough day. But, you know, Nuni Madueke stepped in after the calls. I've been calling for it. Him, Erdegaard, some of these players to step up now. And he did. He really did. So he stepped into a role and done himself proud today. He didn't just run at the wing, you know what he does, spin around, look at the ground, run it out of play. He got his head up and kept putting those balls in. Exactly what we ask of him. And if you're in a goal scoring position, have a crack. But don't try and run past 5 or 6 guys and then lose the ball. But yeah, fantastic. But that's how we started. It was a tough looking in and seeing the Saka injury. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's just a little twinge, slept funny or something like that. Because the flight was cancelled last night. The guys had to travel up by bus. Who knows? Maybe Saka just didn't feel up for it today. But yeah, it's standard Arsenal. We start off really bright and it sort of fizzles out for 10 minutes and you're starting to think, oh, here we go again. But then the goal comes. And again, Nuni Madueke, cross comes in and, you know, Zubimendi, after last weekend's blunders, you know, he answers those critics with a goal. If he could take back last week, he obviously would. And trade it for this goal, he would. But he gets us out of the blocks and looking in the right direction to score early and move on from there, really. And it was a great header, great ball in, really. But met it with a nice near post header. And standard, us putting the ball in the box, causing chaos. And that's it. Second goal, own goal. I seriously think Arsenal are doing psychological damage in that box. It's all psychological now. It is like we are nowhere near the ball. The goalie's hit it into his own player and it's gone in the back of the net. I think players are, when they're playing us, they're panicking so much and they're just like any means necessary, get the ball out of the box and they're flapping there. And that's what happens, I think. That's what happens when you dominate those sort of set plays and things like that. And hats off to the coaches and the players, because when you're starting to do things like that, that's the next level of football, should we call it? But I know that's going to be the narrative next week. You know, one of our top goal scorers his own goals. Well, that's on you lot for scoring the own goals. What do you want us to do? Like, not accept them? Trade them in? Let you score at the other end? What are you doing? No, it's not on. But it was a terrible mistake. And another ball in a dangerous position. It looked like it was going in anyway from Nuni Madueke. Put it in a good area and put the goalie under pressure. So it is what it is. Then the third goal comes. Apologies. Then it's Victor Gyökeres. And for me, he had a good game. He's really starting to find himself. Yes, he's not, you know, the most pleasing on the eye and all that, but he's starting to really find himself now. He's fighting. That's what I can see with him. He's fighting. And his hold-up plays is getting better. His sort of pulling defenders around, and all they could do to him all game was foul him. The referee was a bit mid today as well, but that's all they could do was just foul him, pull him around. And it didn't work, because even that one, which he scores, he could have went down for a penalty, stays up, pops it in the back of the net, gets the celebration done. It is what it is. The rest is history. There was one moment where he was in through on goal, and he's getting used to that, but he's still getting caught. So he's definitely got work, but I think it's 3 goal contributions in 4 games now, which is not a bad return for in all competitions. You know. And then the fourth, just to cap it off, was Gabriel Jesus. You know, lovely turn around the player, then popped it in bottom corner. He did have a chance earlier on, missed it, but he comes up trumps, and that's what I like about this Arsenal team, because there's so much competition for space places in this side. Players are really, well, hopefully it carries on. They're taking their opportunities on the pitch and going, I need to prove myself. And Nuni did it today. Jesus did himself a bit of justice today. Gyökeres, obviously. Havertz, I think he had a good first half. You know, it was tough, and I think what helped with him was his presence. We could talk about him versus Odegaard in terms of when you're having these type of games, Odegaard goes missing. Whereas even if Havertz goes missing, he's got that presence about him, and I think that's why kept us in the game in that sort of midfield area. Whereas if it was Odegaard first half, I think his head goes down, Leeds' tails goes up, and they get a goal, maybe. But I think the manager got his substitutes right, and got the starting 11 right, everything. It's given the manager headaches now, which is what we want. We want this tussle for positions. We want players fighting over positions. We're fighting for a reason to get in the squad. And I did put a lot of pressure on our players last week when I called out Odegaard for captaincy. I called out Nuni Madueke. I called out even Gyökeres, Saliba, some of these players to start stepping up in these moments and not go hiding. And in this game they did, which is brilliant. Overall, I'm chuffed to pieces because we answered a lot of critics. Oh, it's a hard place to go. Elland Road, you're not going to win. No one wins there, really. We did, and we did it comfortably. There's going to be so many narratives. It's going to be so funny to see him scramble to try and find a narrative on Arsenal after that performance. You know, it's going to be own goals as your second highest goal scorer, or whatever it is. It's going to be, I don't know, or they still look a bit nervous, but what was nice to see today was a lot of attacking players getting some GA. And GA for me is not everything, but it is for those merchants, and it's just funny. It's going to be funny to see their sort of attitude change a little bit. And Nuni Madueke getting an assist. It's debatable whether he's going to get that goal. I don't think he will. Gyökeres getting a goal. Jesus getting a goal. Odegaard getting an assist. Did Martinelli get an assist as well? I'm not sure, but there you go. There's been a massive stat about this many players haven't scored an open play goal and all this and anything they spin on us, but it's not going to work, guys. It's really not going to work. We're marching to the title, and that's the bottom line. Deal with it, all right? Now we get to sit back the rest of the weekend and enjoy it, Arsenal fans. This is why I say to you, for me, I think we're winning the league. But I don't want Arsenal fans to go quiet. I don't want you to go quiet. Start not celebrating, but puff your chest out from now on, because they don't want you to. This is why they're painting those narratives. They want you to stay quiet till you lift that trophy. You can celebrate for 2 weeks and that's it. No. Let them know now, guys, because I don't care. This has been a long time coming, and enjoy it. They've already tried taking it all down. This is not a memorable side. This is not a memorable win. Oh my God, anything, because it's just trying to make themselves feel better. Arsenal fans, you enjoy this, really enjoy this, because it's a big day, a big performance. And yes, it's a relegation team, so to speak. They've just come out, but everyone told us we weren't going to win, and we did. And now they're going to say it's only Leeds. They were rubbish. We made them look rubbish. They had no answers for us, no answers whatsoever. All they were doing was trying to rough and tumble. Whatever. We're a bit too mature for all that. And yeah, we'll see how results go tomorrow in the Man City game. Hopefully Tottenham could do us a job, but we know what they're like. They'll roll over, get their belly tickled by Man City to give them the points. But they've got to really start thinking about what they want in this league. A draw would be lovely in that one. But either way, we can just sit back and enjoy it, because I know this team's got enough to win the title. It's just, do they believe in themselves that they can get this over the line? And I think they do. They're in a lot of competitions. This is where the headaches start to happen. You know, we've got Chelsea midweek in the second leg of the Carabao Cup. We should be covering that one live. But all in all, a great, great day to be an Arsenal fan. Everyone's crying already. You can see it. Trying to sweep it under the carpet. Don't let them. All right, enjoy this one. Enjoy this one. Other points. We're back 7 points clear. We'll see what happens in the Man City game tomorrow. So we're back 7 points clear. And yeah, that's been my match reaction. And like I said, Arsenal fans, enjoy this one. Smile, enjoy it, wear your tops, do everything, because it's coming. And they just don't want you to believe it. So we falter again. We're not doing it this year. We might even win a couple of things. Who knows? Enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.